Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Monday morning trading room. Hang on here, struggling here a bit. Get the screen share going on. Trust everyone had an enjoyable weekend. It's a beautiful weekend here in the Pacific Northwest. All right. I can't scrunch up the chart enough here, but on the daily NASDAQ, if I was looking at this the other day, if you shoot a line across the highs, it will look something like this, in which case we are witnessing a trend line breakout. And as you can tell with trend line breakouts, a lot of times we look at a little bit of a reaction, or it's just like breaking out of a trading range where we get the breakout, we'll get a retest, we'll get the breakout, here we go, we'll get the retest, and then it's going to be decision time. It's going to be do or die for the buyers and the sellers. So this time right here, which will probably develop over the next week or two or three, that's going to be crucial. I don't know if there's anything coming up on the reports calendar that may trigger it, but that's something to keep a lookout for. So right now, the market's still bullish, and as such, we should probably concentrate more on buy signals today than sell signals. Speaking of buy signals, here's your first in-sync eagle signal du jour. And it's offering a decent second push opportunity. So the second push simply means we've let the signal engage, we see where the limit of that signal is, and then we enter or look to enter above that. We are in trend mode for a few more minutes, looking like we're going to be moving into scalp mode after that. So things likely to get a little bit more sideways, perhaps. Okay, let's put that on the shelf for now, and we'll just wait them out here a little bit. Okay, we're into the hard edge, so we might anticipate a reaction here. Got a trend change signal back here in the Falcon already, working kind of your basic trend line touch. Can't help but think I would be still better off with a buy signal. All right, so here we're coming out of the hard edge now. All right, let's take a look at doing this maybe here on the Raptor where I can control the risk amount a little better. So this signal that's formed right here, it doesn't really qualify as a high probability signal, and yet it is a hard edge bounce. It's not printing as a number 3 signal because the clouds are mixed up, but that is what you're looking at there. That is a number 3 signal. So I might try, if they choose to rally from here, I might try to take it just above that current bar, or not the current bar, but this bar here to give me my second push opportunity. No, maybe they're not ready. All right, well, let's just put that away for now before I do something silly. I guess there was a little bit of an opening gap this morning. All right, well, we got enough out of that Falcon signal, certainly to get to your high probability profit target. Things slowing here a little to the short side as we get closer to moving into scalp mode. All right, we're getting another short signal here. I really don't know if I want to commit to the sellers just because the overall trend is up, right? It would be easier to buy the market. We're probably going to see a test of the extreme somewhere through here. And right now I'm kind of looking at a trend line like that, maybe a trend line like this. Well, we are getting our number one signal to short. I think a second push opportunity is definitely the way to go on this one. Just given the struggle for the trend, we're against the Bollinger Suite, which makes it a little more iffy as well. All right, let's see. Let's see if they're going to come down here and get below that little reactionary low at 79.70. Well, we're pretty happy here around this 79.75 point. Oh, and it is quarter to the hour. This is my least favorite time of the morning to trade. All right. I'll take it down there just below the current low. See if we can get any kind of follow through here. Obviously, we need to break this swing low. If we get below there, I'm pretty sure we're going to find our profit target. And that will also give me an opportunity to roll my stops a little. Come on, get down there. Okay, there we go. We're 3/4 of the way to the profit target. Oh, don't turn around again. Oh, you stinkers. Get down there. Oh, they're kissing it. There we go. Okay. All right, that's one for the good guys. Well, actually, we're getting a little extra follow through there. Might even make it to the median line. And well, here's another follow-up signal, a hard edge bounce. That's your number 3 signal. That is a continuation signal, and you're looking to continue the trend, which you could certainly make an argument that we do have a trend here. But what keeps sticking in my craw is the uptrend, which is easier to see on the daily chart. There you go. You got a little bit more here, uptrend going on with your okay, getting a little bit of a bullish push maybe. Trend mode back in a minute. So it wasn't obviously much of a scalp mode. Although when your trade forecaster begins flip-flopping like that, that's also an indication that maybe the market is a touch conflicted. If we see a little bit of a bottom forming from this downward progression, if we see a number 2 signal develop, which would suggest that we have at least a short-term bottom in, I would not be opposed to buying it higher. And again, that goes back to the bigger trend. Well, there's a buy signal, not really a number two. Oh, actually, it is a number two, isn't it? Yes, of course it is. I wouldn't get the background highlight otherwise. All right, so I'll treat this current bar as my second push. Just because it's got a little bit of a flinch there, and I'm already a little bit late on getting on board with the buy signal there. Okay, maybe I can tighten it up just a little. Bollingers are in sync. And all I'm trying to do here is take advantage of the bigger trend, the bigger uptrend. Because you got to know, with this kind of trend, the buyers are just not going to walk away. Well, we'll see. Struggling a little bit here with the hard edge now. Ron's asking, what target do you use for scalping? Scalping typically is a $50 trade. So here in the NASDAQ or the mini Dow, because those are $5 instruments, you would be looking to get 10 ticks. If you're trading something like the Russell, where it's $10 a tick, obviously you're only looking for 5 ticks. Scalping, again, typically a $50 target. Swing trading, anywhere from $100 to $200 tends to be a swing trading target. So I usually, for the Raptor and the Falcon, I usually look for $100 trade. And then trend trading would be anything over and above that, so anywhere from $200 to $400. And once again, I tend to err on the safer side, and I'll look for a $200 objective. What happens very often is, while these things aren't carved in stone, so many traders do it that the market does tend to make a reaction at these points. Like, how often do we see the market come down, hit its $100 objective, and then bounce back? Produce another signal, come down, make its $100 objective, and then react the other way. It's because there's so many traders who are kind of following that standard. Come on. Well, we're hemming and hawing here a little bit. I much prefer when the market gets a little momentum going. Come on, just not looking for a lot here, just a short little move higher. If anything, it should be a bit of a trend line test from that zone there. If we shot our trend line across those two peaks. Okay, I can bring my stops up to break even now. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, you guys. You can't, don't you dare flinch. Just a couple of ticks before my profit objective. Oh, I can't believe they're leaving me hanging here. Oh, no, don't you dare. Oh, you stinkers. All right. Well, we'll just have to wait them out. It wasn't a losing trade, but my goodness, to leave me hanging there just a tick before my profit objective. I hate that. Well, what's likely to happen now is they're going to keep searching for direction, see whether they can get more bullish or bearish. The buyers and the sellers are going to fight it out here. You could put your just in case order to short below here. This is where the sellers have made their stand, right? If those lows fail, then we are likely to see the market head lower. And I'll use the big target here. And I suppose in a way we've seen where the buyers have tapped out, and we can throw our order to buy up here. So we have the market in a bit of a bind. There we go. Oh yeah, there's still buying going on here. Look at that little bullish pushback. Well, we'll just have to wait them out. Trade forecaster, probably can't see it very well there, says we are in swing mode and looks like we're going to be moving back into scalp mode. So again, very suggestive of sideways trading because we're back and forth so much. And the back and forth continues. Well, not much we can do with this. Look at this. Everywhere you look, the market is just flat. Lots of back and forth here in the Hawk and the Falcon. Oh, we're gonna maybe attempt a breach here on the short side. Like I said, I think I would prefer a bullish move, but oh well, the market doesn't always do what I think it should do. Well, in fact, more often than not. All right, let's see what we get. So I'm going to cancel that order there. And let's see if we can't get a little bit of a bull push. Or, oh, sorry, bearish push. Not much in the momentum department here this morning. It's a little bit odd for a Monday. So now the bullish reaction to the attempt to break below. Oops, not wanting to see that number 2 signal develop, but a failure of this number 2 signal would well, would encourage a little bit more selling. On the next move lower, though, I'm assuming I got another move lower, I'm going to start rolling my stops. Oops, back to the hard edge. That is a very strong bull push. I have a bad feeling I'm going to get tagged here. Well, at least my stops are 2 swings back now. There's swing 1, there's swing 2. Ah, nuts. Come on. Sorry, folks, it's not looking very promising right now. we're definitely stuck in a sideways range here. And yeah, I had a bad feeling about that. When we failed here to get through the second time, I thought I was going to get one more push lower, but obviously. Oh, watch. Now that they've tagged me out, we're going to get the reverse. Scoundrels. All right, looks like we're getting a little bit more of a rally at this point. Have we breached the other trend line? Yeah, I guess we have. So we've broken this downtrend line. I'd be looking for a little bit of a bearish reaction, and that would open up another buying opportunity. Why didn't I just stay with the trend? Huh? Well, there's not much to do right now. We're just waiting for the next opportunity. So I got a little bit of a bearish reaction at this point. We're going to get a buy signal here in the Falcon. We're going to get an early number one signal here in the Raptor. We've already got the macro pullback here in the Hawk. Well, we're going to get a number one signal here in the Raptor. Everything is just so slow. All right, here we go. So the next signal that prints should be a number one signal. There it is. I guess the cloud's not 100% in sync, so it did not print as a number one, but that is what it is, a number one signal. All right, there now we have the official number one signal. Isn't trading exciting? Here we are, just stuck in a big sideways range. Yeah, see, we're going back and forth here on the trade forecaster between the different modes. The market's not really settling into one mode over the other. Okay, let's get those out of the way because well, what are we doing here? The next, if the bulls muster another rally, it should have some follow through to it. However, if we get too far under here, then the trend is really going to get blocked. All right, well, we're back to the hard edge. All right, time to cancel that. The market's not really doing as anticipated, so we'll just put this away, and we got ourselves a nice little sideways trading range here to consider now. So we'll need to wait for the breakout and the retest, likewise to the short side. You can just see how neutral everything is here this morning. I guess we don't have any reports or anything coming up. Actually working a possible trend change signal to the short side. Well, I wish there was something here to talk about, but right now. Oh, we got a late filter entry signal here on the Falcon. Now, I think what the better course of action is actually to short below here, because that's where we know the buyers are. There we go. We got ourselves a little trend line test coming up. Now you can see I've stretched out the profit objective here. hoping that the market's actually going to make a little bit of a move lower. 79.50 was a big number for us last week. We got, actually, I guess 58 is the median line, and then we don't have anything until down here near 79.28 half. All right, well, we'll just have to see if we can stretch it a little bit. Well, we're going to be shutting down the trading room here in a few minutes, but honestly, we're not getting any action higher or lower. So obviously the market in a bit of a sideways twist. And if I get tagged out here again, well, it's just going to serve me right. You should see some follow through from your signals. You're going to run into days from time to time like this, where the market gives you quality signals and yet there's no follow through. So just resign yourself to the fact that the market is not in a trading mood today, and pack up your toys, come back tomorrow, and go do something else. You don't want to keep chasing the market around because it's only going to churn you. All right, gang. I will see you again tomorrow. We'll talk to you then. Bye for now.